The moment when the soul leaves the body is among the deepest mysteries known to humankind, a phenomenon that has sparked wonder, fear, and reverence throughout history. While scientific inquiry approaches death as the cessation of biological functions, heartbeat, breathing, brain activity, countless spiritual traditions, philosophical reflections, and personal testimonies suggest a more profound reality, that life is more than the physical, and that an intangible essence, the soul, embarks on a sacred journey when the body dies. This transition is both a passage and a transformation, bridging the material and the immaterial, the known and the unknown, to understand how the soul leaves the body. It helps first to grasp the ancient concept of the soul as an enduring core of being. Across cultures, the soul is often described as the true self, the inner light or breath of life that animates flesh and gives consciousness its spark. The body is a temporary vessel, crafted by nature and destined to return to the earth, but the soul is timeless and boundless, linked to a reality beyond what senses perceive. Death, then, is not simply an end but a threshold, where the soul separates from the physical form to continue its existence elsewhere. The process of this separation is rarely abrupt. Many near-death experiences and spiritual teachings describe it as gradual and nuanced. Long before the body ceases functioning, the soul begins to withdraw its presence from the dense material plane. This withdrawal can be subtle, a feeling of detachment, a sense of floating or expanding consciousness, or even an overwhelming peace that surpasses understanding. It is as though the soul gently unclasps itself from the body's grip, loosening the bonds of physicality in preparation for release. This stage is often accompanied by altered perception of reality. People who have experienced moments near death report vivid visions of light, tunnels, or spiritual beings, which many interpret as guides or guardians helping the soul navigate the passage. These experiences suggest that the soul does not depart in isolation but within a context of spiritual support and cosmic order. The veil between worlds grows thin, and the soul begins to move toward realms beyond the physical senses. Physiological death, marked by the stopping of the heart and brain, serves as a visible sign of this transition, but it may not mark the exact moment the soul leaves. Some traditions hold that the soul lingers briefly, hovering close to the body as if reluctant to sever its connection or as if completing unfinished tasks. This liminal state is a delicate balance where the soul reviews the life it has lived, encounters memories, and prepares for what lies ahead. The imagery of crossing a threshold is rich and recurring. In Egyptian beliefs, for example, the soul passes through challenges and judgments before reaching the afterlife. Tibetan Buddhism speaks of the bardo, an intermediate state where the soul experiences visions and must choose its next destination. Christian mysticism describes the soul's ascent toward heaven, often guided by angels or saints. Though the details differ, the underlying theme is consistent. Leaving the body is a journey that involves transformation, guidance, and a shift in consciousness. This journey also carries symbolic meaning. The departure of the soul represents liberation from suffering and mortality. It signals a return to the source, a reunification with the divine or the universe's infinite energy. For many, it is the ultimate act of freedom, a shedding of earthly attachments and an embrace of eternal life. The soul's leaving the body is thus an act of transcendence, revealing that life is a continuous flow beyond the confines of time and form. From a psychological perspective, the experience challenges rigid definitions of identity. If the soul persists beyond death, then who we are cannot be reduced to our physical brain and body. Memory, personality, and consciousness may have roots in something far greater, something that cannot be measured or contained. This idea is supported by numerous reports of awareness during clinical death, when the brain shows no activity, suggesting the presence of a non-material consciousness. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of attitude at death. The soul's transition is said to be easier when approached with acceptance, love, and detachment from worldly fears. Practices such as prayer, meditation, and ritual purification are intended to prepare both the dying person and their loved ones for this passage. The belief is that a calm, peaceful mindset opens the soul's way, allowing it to glide effortlessly into the next phase of existence. Art, literature, and philosophy have long been captivated by the image of the soul leaving the body. It serves as a metaphor for transformation, renewal, and the eternal quest for meaning. The delicate moment when life and death meet inspires reflection on mortality and immortality alike, inviting us to consider what truly defines our essence. Is it the body's form, or the soul's undying light? The question resonates deeply because it touches the core of human experience, our beginnings, our endings, and what may lie beyond. In the end, how the soul leaves the body remains an open mystery, one that eludes definitive explanation yet continues to inspire awe and contemplation. Whether one views it through the lens of faith, philosophy, or personal experience, it is clear that this passage marks a profound transformation. The soul's departure is a sacred moment, an unveiling of the eternal within the temporal, a passage from the seen to the unseen, a journey from the body's embrace into the infinite unknown. It reminds us that life, in all its beauty and fragility, is part of a larger cosmic dance that transcends death and reveals the enduring mystery of our existence.